The murder trial for the deadly shooting of a Minneapolis youth mentor and coach is now entering its second week. Drew McGinley was gunned down at a memorial vigil outside the Elks Lodge on the city's north side 2 years ago. The gunman, DeAndre Turner, is accused of killing McGinley in a large gathering of Vice Lords gang members.
One of the key state witnesses is former Vice Lords leader Sharif Willis. Now, Paul Bloom joining us. And Paul, you spoke to the controversial Willis after he took the witness stand. So what did he have to say?
Kelsey, Randy, you both know Sharif Willis, a complicated figure in Minneapolis. He has done time in prison for armed robbery, murder, weapons and drug crimes, a controversial gang leader from a bygone era. He still carries a lot of weight in the community where he has outwardly pushed for peace on the streets of Minneapolis, but some have questioned his motives.
What we try to do is express to a lot of the young people, especially that there are other avenues that they can pursue other than violence.
We caught up with former Vice Lords gang leader Sharif Willis after he recently testified at the murder trial of DeAndre Turner.
Can you talk about you were outside the Elks Club the night of this shooting?
Yeah.
Turner is accused of gunning down Drew McGinley, who friends described as a giant-hearted guy coaching and mentoring youth on Minneapolis' south side. He was killed 2 summers ago outside the Elks Lodge along Plymouth Avenue. According to court filings, there was a large gathering with many longtime members of the Vice Lords, including Willis. They were there for a vigil to honor the life of an associate when an altercation in the crowd escalated into the deadly shooting.
And were you assaulted that night? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Willis, a witness for the prosecution, did not want to elaborate much on what happened that night, but he welcomed the opportunity to talk about his recent work out in the community with the Reverend Jerry McAfee and their 21 Days of Peace initiative.
You know, individuals shot sometimes that didn't have anything to do with the altercation that occurred. You know, and we try to work to resolve those differences.
Willis is a controversial, complicated figure whose motives have been questioned by some.
So I've never given the order for anyone to kill anybody.
The one-time face and leader of the Vice Lords dating back to the 1990s days of Murderapolis. Willis was once thought to have pulled the strings on the ambush slaying of former MPD officer Jerry Hoff in a much different era for the city. Willis was never charged.
The time is now for everybody to start sincerely working together.
Willis also attempted to broker a peace deal between warring street gangs and the police, but some wearing the badge never trusted Willis, believing he never gave up calling the shots for the Vice Lords. He spoke to Fox 9 several times over the years, including from federal prison, about his journey to reform and make a difference for those growing up in the culture of gangs and guns.
We got to put some of these guns down. We got to stop killing each other. It's senseless. It's useless. Everybody's a victim in this.
We hear there his public messaging unchanged over some 3 decades. As for that DeAndre Turner trial and the murder he was present at with allegations of gang implications and possible retaliation for Willis's assault, the case expected to get to the jury by the middle of the week. Paul Bloom, Fox 9.
All right, thank you, Paul.